part 3. So as I was saying, this dude is like the biggest asshat, hypocrite, motherfucking racist dude I've ever seen in my life. And again, if you're a child, you should probably not be watching this. So please go find one of my videos on Kung Fu Havoc 1. It has Kung Fu in it. Anyway, if you're a parent and you're a Donald Trump fan, this video is not for you either because I'm about to take asshole to a whole new level. Alright, that's right. I'm going to take asshole to a whole new level. Now, I'm not going to get up and take my pants off and show you my asshole because that would really be a foul thing to do. But basically, I should probably do that just to make a fucking point. I talked about healthcare. I talked about the president being a racist. I talked about how he has won the fight, and yet he still won't leave Hillary the fuck out of it. He won't leave Obama the fuck out of it. You just heard on my other video with the Today Show of all the bullshit that's going on. Yeah, you probably didn't get the full dose of it because I heard it late, so I cut it on late, so that's on me. But you guys can always go to NBC.com and watch the whole goddamn show today. Well, by the time this airs, you probably have already done that. Hopefully you have, so you won't think that I'm just picking on the president because I can't stand his red-headed ginger ass. Okay, I'm not just picking on the president, and no, I can't stand his red-headed ginger ass. And as you can see, it's quite bright early in the morning because my hair is not fucking done properly, like I should be doing it. But, what else can I do? You want to put on the war paint? I need to go buy more, but, I can put on war paint. That's not going to change the fact that, shit happens. Now, let me tell you something. If you guys don't think that Donald Trump is a racist, that's your opinion, and that's fine. And you're probably not a person of color. And for all you people of color who actually voted for this asshole, you're fucking stupid. Yes, I called you stupid. Do I have proof that you're stupid? Probably not. Am I slandering you? Probably so. But as far as I am concerned, my First Amendment right is freedom of speech. And if he's doing everything and everybody's like jumping down Kathy Griffin or jumping down these actors, I'm a fucking actor too. I'm just not a known actor. I'm not a very well-known actor. In fact, my format is the internet. My format is YouTube. But the second that he takes away your freedom of speech, I guess then you're going to learn how much of a douchebag full of dick tips that these fucking assholes have voted into office. Now, as I said, I'm a vet. This shirt, I got it from a veteran store. Those dog tags, I got them motherfuckers at Fort Benning, Georgia. I bled, got bit by strange creatures, met a flying roach named Herbie that was bigger than my fucking cell phone, and he lived in the kitchen. And I fell in a hole and got fucked up. My dog tags are 100% bona fide. It's got my blood type and stuff on it. It's got my social security number on it. And it's got all kinds of other shit on it that's supposed to be there. Now, I don't know if you can fake dog tags or not. You probably can with the way technology is today. However, can't fake my veterans card. Veteran. Not Veteranix, but veteran. Can't fake my CAX card. And clearly you see what I look like without hair, so my hair is staying. Plus the problem is my dad, I wouldn't cut it before I'm 50, so that gives me 6 years to go. Hopefully by then it'll be down my back and I'll have to pay somebody to braid the motherfucker. But any fucking how. Put some light on this subject. And you guys can really see me in all my ugliness. We have problems in this world. We have problems in America, and I'm going to swing this shit right back to the central problem at hand. Healthcare. You can't run a country if you don't have anybody alive in your country to protect it. If all the soldiers drop dead tomorrow, we're dead. And that's something you all should remember when you're sitting in Congress thinking about this fucking bill, when veterans who get out of the hospital or out of the military in general can't afford health care for themselves or their family, but yet they can catch a bullet for all of us, and you guys don't think we deserve military discounts? And you guys don't think we deserve to have health care? Hell, health care should be free for veterans, period, and their families. Now, granted, there should probably be a law on how many members of children that everyone in the world should have, and this is about the only thing I really agree with China on. The limit in like their big cities is like 2 children, and or 3 if you're making that kind of money. And I completely agree. If you live in a place where there's a chance of overpopulation and a lot of people don't have a lot of mouths to feed, well, then you shouldn't be legally allowed to have more than 2 kids, and you get whatever the hell God gives you. If you want 2 boys and God gives you 2 girls, then love your damn kids and fucking be happy. They'll find you sons unless they're like exceptionally cool and grow up to be lesbians. Then they'll just find you more daughters. And sons and daughters can work the same. They have 5 fingers and 5 toes. And they're healthy. That's all that fucking counts. As long as they're healthy, it shouldn't matter what the fuck their gender is. You can get just as much work out of a fucking woman as you can out of a man. And sometimes more out of a woman, because a woman tends to feel that they have to prove themselves even more just because of gender-based equality that they don't really have. So while you're all bitching at me about bitching at Donald Trump, well, let's not forget, Donald Trump doesn't like gay people. He doesn't like transgender children and don't think that they have the right to pee in a place where they feel fucking safe, and yet you guys want to judge me? Hey, I ain't got nothing against no transgender person. I miss Jazz, wherever the hell she is. She's not on TV. I've looked for her. And if she is on TV, it's due to me because I haven't found her on TLC. Alright? So, there's promotion, there's your Jazz hands. But she hasn't been back. I've seen season 1. That's pretty much it. Now, as far as vets should get healthcare free. Vets, it doesn't matter. They should get healthcare free. And they should have a limit of 3 children and a wife. Now, after the divorce, that pretty much would probably wipe out the wife, but at least keep the kids on the health care until they're 21 or until they decide to enlist or whatever the hell the deal is. But as far as vets themselves, we should get health care for life. We shouldn't just have to be able to go to a military hospital. If I have a heart attack, it's the only time I can probably go to the university or the Martha Jefferson. But they're going to transfer me to a military hospital afterwards, and that's going to run somewhere between $100,000 that I don't have, because as a vet who's only got 20% and only getting $263 a month, I'm not making it. You understand? That's the only money that I can live off of, because for some odd ass reason, and it's not because I cuss, because this gray shirt and like straight up and down, you gray cargo pants or some shit like that. When I get on a job interview, I dress as best I can for success. I don't dress to be an asshole. I don't go in there cussing. I make eye contact. I do all the things that you're supposed to do. I turn on my acting charm. I'm smiling and I'm eye to eye. I behave myself. I don't go into army, I'm gonna cuss the fuck out mode when I talk to people when I'm trying to get a job. I pay attention. I look at their mannerisms. And within the first 5 minutes, I can pretty much guess that I'm not going to get this job. And why am I not going to get this job? Because if a manager or somebody doesn't make enough eye contact with you, they pretty much are telling you, yeah, I don't really want to fucking hire you. And they have that power to not hire you. It's just that simple. You have to accept it. So as a vet, it should be a government mandate that we automatically should get government jobs. There's not a whole lot of skill set for a guy who got infantry. Alright? There's not. I can shoot my bow and arrow a hell of a lot better than I can shoot my M4. And the thing is, there's not a whole lot of skill sets. No one's going to hire a guy who's 5'3" and say, yeah, you're going to be the perfect bodyguard. Even though I know Kung Fu, they're going to be like, well, you don't look like you can fight your way out of a wet paper bag, so we don't want to give you the job. Now, here's my thing. Let's see if this works. Got me a PC. I can do guard duty. You got me on my PC. Standing attention. Got my hands right. See? Oh, well, you can't see, but anyway. Hands right. Salute. Pause on the turn. I got all my skills down. But here's the thing. I was infantry. I only have one skill in infantry. And that skill is we teach you how to kill. That's it. I get out of the military. There's no set job skill for me. Yeah, I know how to cut grass because I cut grass while I was at Fort Benning, Georgia. And we didn't use those damn real lawnmowers. We used that shit that was older than my daddy lawnmowers. The push shit. Yeah, that shit. Had a little clutch on it or whatever. I never used that damn thing because I never knew what the fuck it was for. Maybe that's why the grass wasn't getting cut properly. But anyway, I gotta sneeze. Sorry. Now you guys know what that looks like. But I've gone through a lot of stuff. I can't afford health care. Veterans should have it for free. Outside of going to military hospitals, because you can't always make it to a military hospital. We have a clinic here, but it's not a hospital. It's not for vets. It has a defibrillator. You know, it has a working staff. It has doctors there, and it has needles. God knows it has needles, and you know, it has doctors, but it's not a hospital. You know, if I'm having a heart attack or anything, they can probably save me long enough to get me to the hospital, which is right across the street, which would be Martha Jefferson, which is going to charge me an arm and leg that I don't have because I can't afford health care. The fact that I am an Army veteran, the fact that I was trained in infantry, none of that shit's going to matter. I got an honorable discharge, but I don't have money. I have $263 a month. So while you're voting for this red-headed ginger and this motherfucking healthcare bill, why don't you go ask vets? Why don't you go ask one of these panhandlers who possibly may be a vet, who may not be a vet, who's out here making like mad dough because they're standing outside all day, every day. They're trying to make money. Now, for the guys out there that are vets, I feel you. If I have a dollar, I have dropped the dollar in a cup. You know, I barely have any money my damn self, but I still have dropped the dollar in a cup. Now, if you're faking it and you're not a vet, then shame on you. Because I get my ass out and look for a job day in and day out. And this here, yeah, that right there, enjoy the ass cheek. That's your tip for the day. You see that? You see that? This is where falling in a hole gets you. And when you don't have money, like me, when you can't get arrested getting a job, like me, and there's no skill set that infantry covers when you get the fuck out of the Army for where you can go get a job at. You know, when you can't get arrested getting a job, you can't afford health care, and yet you guys don't think that we deserve shit. You don't think we deserve the shit we ask for? You don't think vets don't deserve a military discount when we go in the stores because we're poor as fuck and $20 might go very far for you? $20 will fill up my gas tank, but it won't feed me and fill up my gas tank. So I need my car to look for jobs so I don't eat for half a day. I can't get out my mom's house because I can't get a fucking job. And why I can't get a fucking job? Oh, we hire vets. But then you see me and you're like, yeah, you're kind of short guy. You know, we don't really want to do that. Well, there are guys in the military who's 5'1", and I'm only 5'3" and a half. In the Army, they don't really count the half, so I'm only 5'3". So what the hell? If you're out here and you're thinking that Army vets or Navy vets or Marines or Coast Guard or Air Force, we don't deserve health care for free, why don't you stare down the barrel of a motherfucking gun? Why don't you do some live fire drills and see how scary that is when bullets are flying at you all over the place and you have no fucking idea why we should not have health care? Or why we shouldn't get military discounts? Or why there should be more PXs open so that people in the military can get jobs? I'll work at a fucking PX. I'll stock some fucking shelves. I'll wash fucking dishes. I'll do whatever the fuck I can get a job doing. The problem is, in all these places that claim to hire vets, don't really want to hire vets. You know, I can't allow my application because apparently that if I don't say I was a vet on my application, it's a lie and I can go to jail for fucking fraud. So now that I joined the military and I'm out of the military, if I don't put that on my application, I'm a lying asshat. And that's not cool. So before I close out, I want you guys to think about that shit. I just showed you my battle scar. Because see, when it happened, it was supposed to be my knee. Because the doctors at Fort Benning kept telling me it was my knee. Took a doctor from McGuire, a specialist, to say, look dude, I got some bad news. And I have worse news. So I was like, okay, well, give me the worst news. And then we'll work out the bad news as we go along. So the doctor looks me in my face, and no, I can't remember his name, and even if I could, I wouldn't reveal it because that shit's not fair. So he goes, you're one of those special people. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm not retarded. He's like, no, I don't mean that kind of special. You're not wired correctly. I was like, well, damn, my mama told me I was crazy all my life. He said, look, man, this is fucking serious. I was like, well, how serious can it be? My knee is fucked up. What can you do to fix it? Son, it's not your knee. It's never really been your knee. It's been your fucking hip. And we caught this just in time. Because if we don't give you a hip replacement like ASA motherfucking P, you're going to be crippled for the rest of your life. Now here's what you have to do. And I thought the worst news was right there. It's like, no, here's what you have to do. You have to get your wisdom teeth removed. Then you got to get an implant to fix that spot after that. And then you have to do this, and then this, and you have to get the other 3 wisdom teeth removed. And then, after you do all that, there's just a couple of more things that you need to do. And after you get those out the way, you're going to put a 20-inch gash down your ass and put a metal cup in there and a scoop because you're deteriorated to the fucking max. And if you don't get this, your leg's going to be all twisted up and you're going to be walking like a zombie if you can walk at all. So, yeah, that's how that played out. And then to top that off, once you get done, your future will be limited to all you can do is walk and breathe. Your kung fu skills, obsolete. You can no longer do that because you're fucked up. And that's pretty much the gist of it. Now, what we can do is make preventive measures because this hip's going also because of overcompensating for those 300 pounds that you carried on your back every fucking day during boot camp. And that hole that you fell in and fucked up your hip and not your fucking knee. And nobody at Fort Benning didn't catch that shit because they thought that you were fucking malingering. And then while you're still in there, you're begging for a day one restart because you don't know how fucked up you are. And that's the worst news. Now here's the good news, it's the bad news because you're going to have this hip replacement. Whether you like it or not, you're going to need that hip replacement. And secondly, you're going to need a second hip replacement. But we're going to take preventive measures for you to do that. And that means no more kung fu for you. Because even though when we were working with your knee and we thought it was your knee, we actually tended to fuck your hip up even more. So you're pretty much fucked. And your kung fu movie career may never happen now because the one thing that you were good at with your base leg, now you can't use. And I don't deserve a military discount. And I deserve more than $263 a month. But I can't get that because the red-headed ginger in charge is going to make sure that vets still don't get treated very fairly. Now, it wasn't too long back that a Filipino or an Asian was in charge of all the military hospitals. And as much as I love and respect Obama, our second black president, he got the Asian fella become scapegoat and fired him. Now, was that reverse racist? Yes, it was. But you know what? I'm not pro-Asian. I'm pro-right or wrong. And this Asian fella can't be at every fucking military hospital in the world that decides that we're going to put the oldest vets in the back of the fucking line when they should have been in the front of the line. No excuses. Here's where I tell all you young kids, this is why we need more fucking doctors in the world and more fucking lawyers. Because without doctors and lawyers, we're all gonna fucking die. Also, you know, if you're gonna be a doctor or a lawyer or overreach and do both,